Hello everyone. Today's topic is the I Am, but first I'm going to read Acts 17:11 from my phone here. It's a lesson plan that I stole from Dr. Chuck Missler, who's a teacher of mine. It says, "These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, in that they received the word with all readiness of mind and searched the scriptures daily, whether those things were so." So the reason we're going over that verse specifically is because I want to make sure everyone watching knows that regardless of what I teach you or try to help you to figure out for yourself, you should definitely research this on your own time, and make sure what I'm telling you is the truth and not a false gospel. So we're going to begin the lesson plan with Jesus said unto them, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am." And Jesus said this to a group of people that he was preaching to because they said their father was Abraham. And they're asking him where he gets his authority. And if we go over to Exodus 3:13 through 15, Moses asks God what his name is, and God tells Moses, "Tell the Israelites, I am that I am," as his name. And then he says, "This is how I always will be known." So when Jesus says, "Before Abraham was, I am," he's directly responding to Exodus 3:13 through 15, where God says, "I am," in that same manner. Matthew 1:23 says that the name Emmanuel, which means God with us. So it's giving that Emmanuel name to Jesus, and it's stating that that means God is with us. To make sure we understand this concept, we're going to read Isaiah 9:6. It says, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace." So it's giving both the title of Mighty God and Everlasting Father to this Son who is Jesus. And then moving on to Colossians 2 through 8, Colossians 2, 8 through 10, it says, "In him dwelleth all the fullness of the Godhead bodily," meaning Jesus is God bodily. Next I'm going to read Hebrews 1, verse 8. It says, "But unto the Son he saith, Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. A scepter of righteousness is the scepter of thy kingdom." So what's that? And what that's saying is the Son is God. It refers to him as both. Finally, I'm going to read Revelation 21, 6 through 7, and it's Jesus talking about himself in this. "And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son." So right there, Revelation 21, 6 through 7, Jesus calls himself God. He also calls himself the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. He's specifying that he was there at the start, and he's here to end it. He's specifying that he's A and Z. Finally, we'll go over who can forgive sins, but God only. This is brought up in Psalm 17, verse 3. Also Mark 2, verse 7, and 1 Peter 1:19, and also chapter 2, verse 22, 1 Peter. So all of these put together ask the question, who can forgive sins but God only? Then it answers it by saying, only God can forgive sins. And then later, Jesus forgives sins, specifically saying Jesus is God. And that's everything I have for you. Have a good day.